The debate on the importation of the 10 million tons of maize into the country took another twist as members of parliament, majorly drawn from the Rift Valley and Western Kenya regions, tabled a motion to oppose the move. 3 MPs, including Abraham Kirwa from Mosop constituency, David Kosing of Pokot South and Kaikai Bisau from Kiminini, tabled motions stopping the government from importing the maize, arguing that the plan will be injurious to the farmers who are in the process of harvesting about 40 million bags of maize.
When the government decided, or the CS of Trade and decided that investment and industry decided that he is going to import 10 million bags of maize into the country at a time that most of the farmers are expecting to harvest and sell. This has created a lot of issues from our farmers.
If anything, if you hoard maize and there is a shortage, you allow now that window for importation of maize that will flood the market and the prices will come down.
We seek to know the reason as to why ships are already docking in Mombasa port without the laid down legal procedures in place. We are aware there was no cabinet approval in the importation of duty-free maize into the country.
The statement from the legislators came after reports emerged that a ship carrying imported maize docked at the port of Mombasa Tuesday. According to reports from the Kenya Ports Authority, a vessel by the name African Marlin had arrived at the port with 10 million tons of maize.
That maize that has already docked in port of Mombasa should be destroyed immediately because we are not aware of any safety health standards that have been there. And why are we importing maize yet we have 42 million bags into the country that is already that we have?
When they quickly went to gazette importation of sugar, there was already sugar at the high seas. What was that sugar? It was contaminated. We are not going to repeat the same thing.
We are in the harvesting season in most regions in Western Kenya and in the North Rift, and that you bringing in maize at this particular point in time is actually a declaration of war on all people who farm maize in this country.
The leaders have now vowed to impeach the CS for Trade Moses Kuria for allegedly going against the spirit and the wish of Kenyans.
He will be the first cabinet minister to leave office, and he might leave office before the end of this month or before Christmas. If he continues this, we will impeach him. We will collect signatures from tomorrow.
This comes as the emotive debate on the genetically modified organisms, GMOs, made its way into the floor of the House with divided opinions on the matter.
It's not any GMO we are importing, it's BT maize. So the committee supports the importation of that maize. We have been discussing around the table. I can only give you my personal opinion.
It is surprising, indeed, that a purported cabinet meeting is said to have lifted the ban on GMOs. Yet we know that that so-called cabinet meeting couldn't have been a cabinet meeting.
We really need a serious report from the public, and can they tell us exactly what are the challenges? We don't want to go the West way. Now they breed in children that are so obese, lazy.
Last week, Moses Kuria indicated that the government will approve the importation of both GMO and organic maize to cushion Kenyans from the high cost of maize flour. Emmanuel Tor, KTN News, Nairobi.